Hi everyone, I'm Zara. So today I want to explain to you guys basic tools in Unity to develop game. So my content for today is to explain scene and game view, game objects and components, transform manipulation, hierarchy, inspector customization, and material and shadow. So this one right here I have my default scene view. So here I have directional light and main camera. So what is a scene view? So scene view is the primary windows where you interact with and arrange the elements of your games or application. So in scene view you can use the key feature to move around the scene. So the key feature is Q. So it allows you to pan around the scene. You can also use this view tool right here, where you just press the view tool and pan around. Next, you can use the right mouse button to look around. And then zoom in and zoom out by scroll the mouse wheel. Next, I will explain the game view. So what is game view? Game view is the live preview of what your game will look like when it's played. So this one is just blank view right here because I haven't put any objects yet. Okay, now I will explain about the game objects and the components. There's 3 ways to put game objects to your scene. So the first one is just you go to this game objects and you go to 3D objects and just click whatever objects you want. So I will put cube here and then it will choose to your scene. Next, you just press this plus button where go to 3D objects, and last one you press to this hierarchy panel, go to 3D objects and put your objects. So whenever I add new objects, it will shows up to the hierarchy panel. So other than objects, you can also put your effects here. So you go to effects, particle system, and your effects will be in your scene. So for the effects, you can change the duration, the color of the effects, and also the shapes of how the effects will spread out. So this one is like cone shape. Now I will change it to donut. You can also change the size of the particle. So besides that, you can also put your light here. So there's a few types of light. So here we have the directional light here. You can also put your point light, spotlight, and area light. So I will show you how these lights works. So just change this light. Okay, so next the hierarchy bar. So hierarchy bar helps you to keep track of and organize the objects in your scene. So hierarchy is basically the workspace of your scene to check it easier to manage your complex scene. So I will show you example how to keep track and organize your object. So first I will put the objects out of my scene just randomly. For example, if you lost your objects here, just double click to your objects in the hierarchy and it will show you. So you can just put back to where you want it to be. For this time I will try to put a component to one of these objects. So I will put a component to this sphere. I will add component, go to physics and rigid body. See your preview, so you can see the preview of your game view here. So I will just adjust the main camera and then I will try to play it. So as you can see, the sphere just dropped after I put the component. So what is rigid body actually? So rigid bodies enable your game objects to act under the control of physics. Next, the inspector panel, inspector customization. So you can customize your objects in the inspector panel. So for example here, you can rename your objects. I'll try rename my objects. And it will change to the hierarchy bar as well. And then you can manually resize your objects by typing specific number. So you can also create custom editor scripts, adding components like I showed you earlier, adding components of physics, rigid body. Okay, so the last one is adding material to the objects. So how to add materials? So you right click to the asset panel. So my asset panel is right here at the bottom. So right click at the assets panel, go to create and find material. So first, to make it easier, you have to rename your material. For this one, I will put blue. After I rename, I will choose any color here. So if you want to choose color, you go to albedo and then just find a color. So how to put the material to the objects? So just drag the material and done. I will show you once again. So right click to the assets panel, create material, rename, choose any color. And then just drag. Okay, so actually I forgot to explain how explain the transform manipulation. So right here we have the tool here. So we have move tool, rotate tool, and scale tool. This and then transform tool. So first, you press the move tool, and then select the objects, and then you can move your objects. You can move your objects around like this, front and back, up and down, and side to side. And then rotate tool, same like move, you press this rotate tool, then you rotate. And then scale tool. So scale tool, you can resize your objects like this. So actually all these tools they have a shortcut for it. So the shortcut for move tool is W. The shortcut for rotate tool is E. And then the shortcut for resize for scale tool is R. So that's all from me now, and thank you.